Here is your Shy Bike. Dear viewers, there is so much to talk about when it comes to cycling clothing, as we have so many cool features and different fabrics. So I'm gonna try to stick to the topic and go straight into the 5 main setups we're gonna use on the bike in the fall, winter and the spring season. And here is the first one. Now I'm not gonna use the external mic, as I will be just moving a lot here and wearing different stuff, but I hope you hear me well. And we are starting with a temperature of just around 15 degrees Celsius or 60 Fahrenheit. Now, 2 things we should remember about is that the way we dress for our rides depends on 2 things. Number 1 is certainly weather conditions outside, so the temperature, wind and so on. And the second one, super important one, is the way we are going to be cycling. Because I'm not gonna wear same clothing for the race, like cyclocross race, and for the just Sunday ride. So this is important thing. I'm gonna just tell you more about it in a second. So 15 degrees Celsius, 60 Fahrenheit. My jersey, that's basically the same jersey I would wear for a whole summer. And my shorts, my Bib shorts, are with the suspenders with a nice mesh on my back. And these are also basically same ones, but a bit longer ones. So when the temperature goes below 15 Celsius, 60 Fahrenheit, I would recommend to cover your knees. The problem with the knees is that we don't feel that much of a cold in the knees, but it's unhealthy to have them uncovered when we go like really fast, just below 15 Celsius or 60 Fahrenheit. I'm just repeating that because we should remember that. Alright, but still it can be too cold for me. So as you can see, I'm wearing the jersey with the pockets in the rear, and I'm having same fabric jersey but long sleeved one. And when I get cold, when I'm getting on some descents, especially the long ones, I can just wear this super nice long sleeve jersey. Now this one isn't windproof, this one isn't waterproof, but it will give me additional insulation at least when the weather is, just as I told you, just around 15 Celsius or 60 Fahrenheit. So in this setup I will feel quite comfortable. I am also wearing short gloves, which is just enough for that temperature, and this is very light setup. My knees are warm and I feel super comfortable. Now we move to the second one. This is the setup number 2, and I would say we are now just between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius or 50 and 60 Fahrenheit. Have you noticed what's changed here? The jersey I had is still the same, the Bib shorts are still the same, covering my knees, but I have only the warmers added to this setup, and I can really go even below 50 Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius. I also have the same jersey in my rear pocket, so I can dress even warmer if I want to, but also in terms of those arm warmers and leg warmers I have, these have some additional insulation. I hope you see that. So this is not just the lycra like on the outside, but some additional insulation they have. These are comfortable. And I would say well below 10 Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit, especially if you are doing some interval training or going for or warming up before the race. This is quite comfortable. Now, in general, we do not like things that are tight around our body. That's why I'm starting with this setup. That was setup number 1. But if I really need to dress warmer, I will take my warmers. Very good about warmers, if you haven't seen, is that you can just pull them down. You can see many cyclists during the winter training camps having those like that on the uphills and then putting those back on the downhills. Also, you can just remove those, put those off and put those in the rear pockets, because I'm having 3 here in the jersey, so super comfy. And it works same for the leg warmers. These start here and end up right there. My legs are very warm, and still I am pretty much aerodynamic. I would say just very aerodynamic. I'm maybe even more aero because I don't shave my legs. So in this setup, I'm really aero. Once more, just around 15 down to 10, even below Celsius, and 60, 50, even below, depending on your activity in Fahrenheit. Let's turn to the third one. The setup number 3, 40, 50 Fahrenheit, 5, 10 Celsius. As you can see, quite a bit has changed here. I've changed my bib shirts into a tights, so these are long, not only covering my knee, but a whole leg. Also with the suspenders. I would say the upper part of the shorts of the tights are just the same, but these are longer. So I don't have to cover my legs with the additional warmers. I'm not gonna carry warmers with me because these will be just fine, just enough in between 40-50 Celsius. And here on my upper body, now this vest, this is not my size, so don't look at the size of the vest. I should have a smaller one. I have still same jersey I had in setup number 1 and 2, same jersey with the long sleeve jersey, and then a vest. Because at this temperature range, I don't feel like I would really want to have more insulation on my forearms especially. So I will just leave those with this long sleeve, thin, no additional insulation jersey. And when I'm putting the vest, this is actually the third layer, and 3 layers work very, very well. Even though they are quite thin, I will feel comfortable in this temperature. Now the vests can be different. This is like super thin, white, wind resistant vest. We can also wear some kind of a vest with additional insulation. This one is pretty warm one, I would say, also from Merida. This is also quite a big one, but if I wear this one, man, I'm really warm in this. I can go way below 30 Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius. Of course, now I haven't mentioned I'm having some cap here. This is from Pearl Izumi, and I need to have some insulation on my head, but something on your ears would be a good idea. I would say it would be necessary to have. I don't have anything to show you here, so I'm just mentioning it. And also, we need some full gloves, a bit warmer ones, still very comfortable, quite thin, but full gloves, you will feel warm. And then, certainly in this temperature range, we need covers for our shoes. So shoes warmers or covers are really essential here. 0 degrees Celsius, 30 Fahrenheit. That's the setup number 4. And 4 and 5 will be essentially pretty much the same, but with one important difference. At this stage, when we are riding in, let's say, almost freezing temperature, we need a jacket, and this is what I have here. I'm gonna show you 2 layers I'm having right now here. So this is the very first, my summer short sleeve jacket I'm wearing as a first layer, and then my warm, waterproof, winterproof jacket as a second layer, and this is really warm setup. So around 0 Celsius, 32 I believe Fahrenheit, it is just okay. The forearms are also with the insulation. This part is really good. It will cover my gloves fully, so no wind coming in through the sleeves. I've changed also the tights. These are from Pearl Izumi, but I would say from below 0 would be really good to have some other type of fabric around your knees, because this is the same one. Here in the rear, they've made a very good job giving you a different type of fabric, because you need insulation, but we also need a moisture transfer. And that's what they do by using different type of fabrics. I would like to have my knees just warmer here. I'm using on my old Scott tights this type of tights, which cover my knees around with an even thicker layer of the fabrics. But all in all, this is a very good setup. I would be really happy using this. I'd like to have this. I like the colors of it also. And very important one, I'm gonna talk more about it in the features of the good quality clothing next episode. The neck opening is quite high and it closes my neck. I have this fabric around my neck, super important. No wind coming here through the neck opening, because on the bike, on my TT bike, I'm gonna ride like this. So this is also important. Now this is setup number 4, and setup number 5 will be actually different version of this one for even colder weather. Alright, setup number 5. So we can still use the same jacket here as a third layer, but have something also as a second one. What I would recommend here is either use the same jersey and the long sleeve jersey just under my jacket, and I'll be really fine under 0 Celsius, under 30 Fahrenheit. I will be really. If I feel too warm, too thick, I can just get rid of this one and use, for example, some kind of a vest. But here I would rather recommend a vest which is not a wind stopper, because I do not need a wind stopper under my jacket, because this jacket will stop the wind. If it's super windy, super cold, you could use the wind stopper over your jacket. That would be perfect. But if you had any type of vest that would give you additional insulation, that would be fine to use it under your jacket. We have different types of jacket. This was Merida. Here we have Shimano, very good one as well. You can see the insulation here on the neck opening inside. Some very good for moisture transfer fabrics on the back. We're gonna cover that on the next episode. And when I wear it, I already feel warm. Of course, the shoe warmers are just necessary here, and some warmer gloves. So these are way thicker, with 5 fingers, would be just enough for around 30 Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius. For way less than that, really freezing temperature, some of those fingers would be made together, like the 5th and 4th one at least, or maybe 2nd and 3rd one as well. That would be fine for changing the gears and braking and keeping ourselves warm. Should definitely cover your head better. I don't have setup for that, so sorry for that, but I'm mentioning it at least. And yeah, we have different jackets. I'm just gonna show you also interesting ones from Pearl Izumi. They give us 3 levels, Select, Elite and Pro. I'm gonna explain that to you later. But this one is like soft. This one isn't that warm, because it has the like insulation, but this won't be really waterproof and especially windproof. I would say this one would really be the best for my setup. One more reminder, if it wasn't obvious for you, you can certainly use your bib shirts and wear them under your tights. Especially if your tights don't have the padding inside, it's a great thing to use your bib shorts with the padding under your tights. But if the tights have the padding, it's also awesome thing to put some bib short over your tights. Maybe even if you have 2 paddings, then in my opinion it's okay. And also if you have short, bib shorts over your tights, in my opinion at least, it just looks better. And please don't do this one mistake of wearing a cotton t-shirt under my shirt, because I think, okay, this is like synthetic fabric. If I wear my nice t-shirt made of maybe 90% of cotton, it will be so warm. Yes, it will, until you start sweating, and it will take maybe 10 minutes, and your cotton t-shirt will keep your sweat just next to your body. And the greatest problem with the fabrics for like winter training for cyclists is that outside we have freezing conditions, inside we have hot, because we produce heat, and we have moisture. If the cotton keeps the moisture next to our body, we are just dead in the sea. It will not be possible for us to keep warm. That's what I'm using. Well, I'm using, the old stuff because it is quite expensive. So I bought some used things just like last season. But here, if you're curious about the pricing, you can purchase those on sale right now. And I would say the price for really well-made winter jacket would be just around like 49 euros. So this Merida around 49, Pearl Izumi around between 45 and 49, Shimano around 45. So you can just check out the website of Raddiscount DE and just make the right choice for you. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have some other setup, your suggestions in terms of how should we wear in different weather conditions, let us know in the comment section because you are so good at it. Thanks so much, guys. See you tomorrow.